Story 1. Hiding in the dark. So, I work at a bar that has a back alley that then leads into a small secluded parking lot. There are several large trash cans and many small ones, and there are some addicts, homeless folks, etc. who will come to the alley pretty often. Usually they are pretty harmless and just look through the trash or ask for $1. But sometimes they aren't. Tonight was one of those times. I went out the back to throw out a bag of trash, when I noticed a man walking quickly by the farthest group of garbage cans from the back door, which also happens to house the one I use. He looked in my direction. I don't think he knew I could see him, and then as he saw me walking toward him and the trash can, he quickly and quietly hid himself in the dark behind the trash cans. I didn't see where he ended up, but it scared me so much. I was the only one around, and I knew he was hiding because I would have seen him walk past if not. It was the only way to go. I left my bag of trash right where it was and immediately walked back inside. I hope he left soon after I went back in. Story 2. Man called us to his van. Man called us to his van. I was reading some of these at work the other day and I remembered a creepy encounter that happened to my friend, sister, and I. This happened when we were a lot younger. I would say we were still in elementary school, maybe 7th grade. For context, the town I lived in was pretty chill and we had a movie theater that was next to a few stores and restaurants, so our moms would drop us off and sometimes we would walk around after the movie was over and just hang out at Walmart or Whataburger. This one particular night we were in the Walmart parking lot on the way back to the movie theater to get picked, and an older man with a van, cliché, called to us and said, "Wow, I can't open up my DVD, can you guys please come over here and help me open it?" Now my sister and I immediately thought, why would a grown man ask us kids to help him open a DVD in a parking lot? My friend, male by the way, immediately started walking towards the man and we stopped him before he was close to him, saying that it was weird and we should get away from him. He wanted to be the man in the situation, but we were kids. What was he gonna do? Anyways, we get really scared and end up sprinting away and not looking back. It wasn't as creepy as other stories on here, but I'm glad we didn't stick around to find out. Story 3. Unexpected silent visitor. This is not my story, rather, my mom's from the late 80s. This will be a short one, but after all these years I still think about it. I apologize in advance for grammatical errors. This is my first time posting. My mom was spending an ordinary night in her apartment. She had a miniature dachshund named Rocky whom was her only roommate. For context, my mom is a really pretty blonde. She was frequently complimented on her looks and still is. She had recently rented this place to escape a soured relationship. A fresh start, if you will. Getting ready to tuck in for the evening, she started to the front door to let Rocky outside to use the bathroom. Something came over her to look outside first. Just that split second is all she needed to listen to her intuition and take a quick peek out the window. As she looked outside, she saw a man standing at her door, staring directly at her front door. No one had knocked or made any sounds. He was just standing there, as if he was waiting for her to open the door for the very reason she intended. My mom immediately called the police, and when officers arrived, the man had vanished. She never got a great look at him since it was dark. Other than acting extremely suspicious and creepy, there was nothing the cops could really do other than keep an eye on the place and look out for this man. My mom spent the rest of the evening with one of her girlfriends who came over to stay the night with her. Not exactly a terrifying story, but one I remember strongly of her telling me when I was in my 20s. I shudder to think what could have or would have happened if she opened that door. I got the sense that this person knew my mom lived alone. Who knows, maybe it was someone at the wrong door or someone playing a prank that they never owned up to. My mom has always been tough as nails. Maybe that also goes hand in hand with being smart and trusting your instincts.